What about you? It's me, Paddy from across the shuck. And how you all doing this evening? Well, as promised on my Instagram page, if you're on my Instagram, please, if you're not, go over and see. I post nearly every day. Um, I have got a beautiful WR Case and Sons um, knife, and it's a pen knife. And this is, I've said on my channel that this year I want to try out more traditional knives. I've had a hankering after some, and some of them look so beautiful. And there's this old fella in England called Jim, and he has a channel called Nicest Knives. And if you haven't been on his channel, get over and see him. But Jim so kindly sent me this knife, and these are not cheap knives. He sent me this beautiful knife over to start my collection of proper. I've got Rough Riders, and there's nothing wrong with Rough Riders. Before anybody starts shouting at me, the Rough Riders I've got are lovely, and it was one way that I started off to see if I would like to go into traditional knives, and they've given me a hankering for more. I also got a Boker given to me, so my journey has started. But this and the Boker, the two knives, have really boosted my enthusiasm for it because they're just beautiful knives. This is a made in America knife by a company world renowned, and the Rough Riders are a Chinese brand. This to me is just this is what I, as somebody who lives over in the United Kingdom, this is what I class as a proper traditional knife company. You know, Case, GEC, Queen, they're all sort of proper companies, if you like, that make proper traditional knives now. And there's not that many that do them in the quantity that Case does anyway. This is just a wee product information leaflet. The knife comes in a lovely little, instead of the wrap, rip the paper. That's me tooled off now. What do you see? Jim will be on the phone. Now, I'm going to set that back over there. Now, this is what he sent me, and I think you'll agree, doesn't that look beautiful? It has the lovely oval Case sign, and you can hardly see the joins where they put it in. And I know they glue them now, but it's just a really lovely fit and finish. And this one is synthetic scales. Although they've jig boned it, they've put the imitation jig bone, and it looks beautiful. Silver pins, brass, I think that's a brass bolster there, silver pins, and silver bolster. It's a pinched bolster on top, and a silver cap at the bottom. And there's got a brass liner up the centre and up both sides, so the two blades in it won't rub. So, what else can I tell you about? This knife is just beautiful. Listen to that. It is a gorgeous, look at that for a clip point. How elegant. And what I do love is you've got the flat of the blade and then a wee tiny flat, and then it really just dives down. And it's like, to me, it's like a crane flying. Oh, I'm getting romantic now, but it is. I think it's beautiful. I love the shape of it. It tells you, apparently you can tell what year and all they're from on this. I wouldn't have any idea. I'm not getting great coverage in that tonight. My lighting isn't the best tonight. I apologise profusely, but they'll not take away from the knife. The knife is the star of the show. Um, I absolutely love clip points, and I love the way there's so many different varieties of them. I take it this is a clip point, and please point me out, point me in the right direction if I go wrong, because I will go wrong. And I just want to let you see, when Jim sent it to me, I touched it up, but it's going through telephone paper. It's just like nothing. Um, and what I've been using it for, this blade here, I use for sort of threads or just wee tiny jobs. Sort of the this is not a hard use knife, but that blade, the clip blade, does for the little tiny jobs. This spay blade, for those of you who don't know, and I didn't know not that long ago, this was used for spaying the cattle. It comes, so this is not pointy here at all, not sharp, so they could put it underneath. And it's great for skinning. So it was used by the trappers for skinning, it was used for all those sort of reasons that the old proper trappers would have used them, which is why it's called a trapper's knife. This too, again, I just give it a quick sharpen one from Jim's, and it's now absolutely beautiful. I've had this now, I think it must be nearly 2 weeks. And I have used it about the house. I've used it, this blade especially, I've used for cutting up cardboard, anything at all. And it has done it with ease, with aplomb. It takes, it doesn't, there's no strain. But you see, this is, look, it's half stops. I love that half stop. And I have no fear. I can have my finger there and do that half stop, knowing that that's not going to come over. It stops every time. Lovely click. The walk and talk, as they say, I'm starting to get used to some of these sayings, but the walk and the talk is just beautiful. I just, now they're brushed silver blades on these. Normally the case ones, when you see them, they're that really shiny mirror finish, but this is actually, you can actually see the grind in the blade, and I actually really quite like it because it doesn't take fingerprints every 2 seconds. It's really, really lovely. So I personally, I like it. Jim was saying, I was watching Jim's video over again when I got the knife, and he was saying this is the basic model. Well, if this is a basic model, let me tell you, I have surprises in store then, because it's nearly flawless. There's the back of that. There's no gapping at all. It is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And even with a cut off here, I hear people saying that a lot of the times they're not straight. And in fact, my Rough Riders, when they cut off, they're all different angles. Look how straight that is. Look at the two blades, the centering on them. It's absolutely stunning. I am over the moon with it. And what I find with traditional knives that I don't do with my other knives is sit and just stroke them. It's as if, I don't know, it's as if there's a bit of history in them. Do you know what I mean? And it excites me, and I feel that, and you're sort of thinking, well, what was the knife used for? Who were the people that used this knives? Why was it started? And it just, I don't know, there's something, I can sit and just, in my chair at night, watching the TV, and I think my wife prefers traditional because I don't open the blades and shut them constantly all night. But I will take this, especially this clip, I take this out and I'll just sit and I'll have that in my hand with a TV for me, and I'm watching this and not the TV because I just think it looks absolutely beautiful. So I'll give you some, this was the Boker I was talking about that I was kindly given by one of my subs who didn't want to be named, so I shall respect his privacy. So there's the Boker, which is nearly the same size. This is the mini trapper, so that must be a mini, the Boker must be a mini as well. And here we have a mini sodbuster. Now this is one of the Imperial. So there you go. There's the size comparison to what I've got. I absolutely love this. Really do. Clip points are starting to become something I want more of. And it doesn't matter what the standard of the knife is. They really are an enjoyable thing to carry about. Now, my wife has been lovely, and she has made me little cases because I don't want to ruin them in my pockets with change or anything. So she has made me these lovely little, they're not leather, but they're the material, and it's nice in your pocket. And I've got one, she made me a lovely one for this knife as well, which keeps it safe and out of the way. So, that wasn't a very, I'll get better at doing the reviews on these, but let me tell you, it is, never mind anything else, it is a bit romantic. I find them a bit romantic that I'm now starting to get into traditional knives. I want to get in, I want to find out more about them. I want to find out why they were chosen, who chose them. Trapper's dead easy. But here is another one that I've got coming up. It'll do. I want to thank, there's a few people have sent me knives, and there's more people sent me than they're on the way. I'm blown away by the kindness of this. I'm sorry, I keep saying it all the time, and I have to keep saying it because it blows me away. The kindness of people is just amazing. And I had another one, I'll just set that up there. Another Baz from Baz on Blades sent me this Rough Rider over from America, and look at that. Now that's all you're going to see of that. That's a large Rough Rider black cherry bone trapper. So I've got the mini trapper and the large trapper. I can't wait to let you see that. That's beautiful, but that's not the knife we're talking about. This one is. So that's that done. And Jim, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. It is, a beautiful, beautiful knife. and I really appreciate the gift. And like all gifts, they'll stay in my collection unless other people want them passed on. Now, again, to get back to thanking people, yes, I do want to thank people, but also my subs. Could I ask you a favour? I'm getting that many knives sent to me at the minute that my pocket money, I'm not going to keep buying knives just for the sake of buying. I've got people have sent me knives, and there's ones on the way. So I would like to now start sending some of my knives out that I've had reviewed and kept to other people. So if you come across any channel that you know has just started up, and you can tell somebody like myself when I started, then maybe you can see that they don't have maybe a lot of money, by their standard of knife that's showing. And I don't mean there's anything wrong with having cheap knives. That's where my channel has always been. It's been run basically on it, and it will continue in that when I'm buying them, because that's what I've got to afford. So if you see any channels out there, would you please send me a wee text, or get me on Instagram, or on whatever, Facebook, and just let me know what the channel is, and I can go and have a look at it, and then I can start sending my knives out to people who could maybe do it in their channel. I find it very hard at the minute to get time to sit and find new channels. It is, because you see, trying to keep up, like I have 99 comments on my last video, and just to keep up with that, I don't get to watch that many at the minute, and I'm tending to watch now between 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking to people in America, and my wife's snoring beside me. Not snoring, she's breathing heavily with a loud noise. But there we go. Look, Jim, I'm really grateful. I love the knife, really love it, and I will treasure this. And it is being used, Jim. It's not sitting in a case. This is something that I am using already. So there we go. I've got plenty to show you. It's just getting it in the right order. And I apologise if people have given me knives and I haven't got you in the right order. I'm just trying to fit them in when I can. But I don't want to do all the same traditionals all in one go, and maybe like I've Ganzo choppers coming, I've other knives there. So I want to mix and match so that we're not doing all one sort of style of knives. I'm sure I've said that all before, and I'm just waffling now. Sorry, I'm away. Thank you so much, Jim. Beautiful knife. Take care. Paddy's away for a wee cup of tea. Bye.